I don't know if you do what I do. It might just be me, where I talk to other cars, you know, other drivers, and I tell them what to do whilst they're driving. Just pull right out in front of me. Thanks for indicating. Let me through, come on. Oh, you're indicating now. Okay, great, thank you. That's okay, I've got brakes. Yep, thanks very much. Obviously, because I'm a much better driver than they are, and I feel the need to give them the benefit of my wisdom. Not that they can usually hear me. I probably am on my own in doing that. So I'm here at Joe the Juice, gone already, avocado shake with a protein shot. I am now gonna work actually on the vlog, because Hannah, who normally does the vlog stuff for me on YouTube, is away on holiday, so I've got to figure that out. And then we're going to do something a little bit different today. Before I do anything too different though, I need food. And the place of choice to eat? Barbaritos. So I've done a little bit of email, but I don't want to think about work too much because it's been pretty full on. I want to do something a little bit different. And I think I'm going to dust off my rusty CAD skills and I'm going to redesign the office. Granted, that might be a work-related thing, but it's being creative. It's not something that I do every day. It's something that needs doing because we need to get it redesigned for Christmas because the amount of extra staff we've got coming in, it gets cold during the winter. So how do we maximize the space we've got? That is going to be the challenge of the day. I'll take you to a place actually which is going to hopefully inspire me a little bit. Really interested in how this place has done their layout. But before we get into that, bottoms up. I'm here at Unit 51 here in Liverpool. It's just a little bit out of town and I love this place. I love what they've done. It feels quite urban in the sense they've taken a warehouse, turned it into a coffee shop and an office space. And the way they've built the offices is with sheds. And it's this idea of you've got a warehouse space, and at our warehouse all the desks are just sort of out like they would be in the coffee shop here. The trouble with that is it gets pretty cold in the winter, so this idea of pods or sheds is what I find fascinating. Can we do that in our office building? I think they should be pretty easy to make, but I don't actually know. I'm tempted just to make one and see whether actually what is in my head is a reality. So we've got the entrance here. This is where we come in, and I'm going to build a little unit here for our popcorn machines because they can extract straight through the window here. At the moment they're at the back of the building. This will become the conference room where we do guests and talk to clients. Another office space here, and we can fit in some more office space here, and then we've got again space here to put some more units and seeing what actually works. I have no idea, I'm just playing. It's fun to do something different and it's taxing my brain in creative ways and I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to finish my smoothie and then head back home. We are recording yet another video. I'm still waiting on Beth to arrive. When I said to her, when do you want to record this video, she said now. Oh, you've arrived. You just take your time.
I'm going to Uganda tonight at 2 a.m. in the morning. We're setting off on a 24-hour journey. 4 hours in Amsterdam, 9 hours in Nairobi. So that is a long journey. So everybody out there needs to pray for me. I have never been, I've just told them I've never been as far. And I've never been on a holiday that doesn't require makeup, good eyebrows and straight hair. I was up until like 11 o'clock trying to pluck my eyebrows, and that is the truth of this situation. I'm in for like a huge culture shock. Now we're going to talk about something serious. Yeah. One simple replacement for email marketing that will boost your open rates by 90%.
Video over. I'm on my way home. I've finished for the week. In fact, I've finished for a couple of weeks because this weekend, as a family, we're going on holiday to Jersey. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Before, dear viewer, I head down to the beach, I thought it would be good to do this week's question of the vlog, which is all about websites. Granted, I cover this in what we would do in the Facebook Lives, right? We do these Facebook Lives every week. Well, apart from this week, 'cause I'm on holiday. But normally we would do a Facebook Live on a Wednesday evening in the UK, like 5 p.m. UK time. And they're pretty cool. And we normally talk about all things websites and e-commerce, because that's what we know, right? That's what we do pretty good. The reason I thought about doing it in this vlog is because I've been asked the question quite a lot recently. It seems to be quite, I don't know, is it the time of year? What do you do? How do you do it? So I thought I would run you through 5 quick things on how to revamp your website. Number 1, use a platform that actually you can use and adapt and amend yourself, right? A few years ago, you always had to go see a web designer. These days, there are so many platforms out there which you can use, and they're all cheap as chips. Check out things like Weebly, Squarespace. They're pretty cool. Really like those platforms. And again, we did a whole Facebook Live on these platforms and what you can use. The cool thing is they've all got free trials, so you can sign up, see which one you like the best, and use it. Anyone can use them. You don't need coding experience. And they're like cheap, like $90 a year. The first website we ever had cost thousands. Let me tell you, it's cheap and so easy to use. We've put so many clients on these things now, and I'd venture to say for 9 times out of 10, those platforms are going to work well. Number 2, all comes down to images. Cannot tell you how many times you come across a website and you're just like, what is going on with these images, these photographs? So here's my top tip when it comes to images, especially for your home page, right? Take a photo of the person, the ideal person that's coming to your website. So for us at Jersey Beauty, for example, they're typically female in their 30s and 40s, right? That's normally who comes to our website. So I need to show in the main image a picture of a female who's in her 30s and 40s. They don't want to see a picture of me, a picture of a female in her 30s and 40s. Using the products, they need to know what success looks like. Drill bits, for example. Don't show a picture of a drill bit, show a picture of a shelf up on the wall with a smiling, happy family looking at a photograph of them on the shelf as a family, sharing a memory. That kind of thing, right? So who's coming to your website and what does success look like for them using your product or service or idea? Show a picture of that. 3, avoid jargon. What do we mean by jargon? You know exactly what I mean by jargon. Stop using language that only you really understand. If a visitor comes to your website, what is your website saying to them if they don't get the language, right? If they don't understand the terminology. The 2 examples that I go through in the podcast, one was a church and the other one was a dentist. They are both, well, they're well known for using jargon. Let's just be clear, right? Words that no one really understands. Stop it. Don't put that on your website. Be clear, not clever. I'm shaking my fist because it's so important. Number 4. Can't do 4 with that hand, you get 3.5. Number 4 is give visitors a plan. Now, what do I mean by this? Remember the A-Team? Hannibal, he loved his plans, right? Everyone loves a plan. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, give us a ring, contact us. Step number 2, you'll get a free consultation. Step number 3, make the right decision, right? That's what's going to happen. Put it in a real simple format. 1, 2, 3. Just a headline and a real simple sentence underneath. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Whatever you're doing, everybody will just love the clarity of that plan, right? Clarity is awesome, and plans always bring clarity. This is a big Don Miller thing. If you like Don Miller, you will get what I'm talking about. And number 5, call to action. Always make it super clear what you want people to do. So think about who's coming to your website, who's the visitor, what is it they want, and what action do you want them to take? Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to download something? Do you want them to read something? Do you want to listen to something? Whatever that action is, whatever that key thing is, you need to make that so easy for them to do that it becomes almost impossible for them not to do it. And the easiest way to do that is with a call to action, a big button which says watch now, read now, buy now. All those kind of things that entice people to take an action. That is super important. So put a call to action on your website. So there you go, 5 tips on what to do to revamp your website. If you want to know more, like I say, I do go into this a lot more in this week's Question of the Vlog podcast. Hope you found that helpful. I am off to the beach.